Sixers win again. Maxey drops a 50-piece. Joel Embiid owns Miles Turner. The Clippers lost to the Memphis Grizzlies. Give me all your thoughts on the post-game hotline. 484-831-8655. Call the number. Leave me a message. Let it ring a couple times and leave me a message. We'll listen to your calls on the show tomorrow. Lunchtime live tomorrow. All right? Hit the like button on the video. Subscribe. Turn your notification bell on. Let's go. Get us to 20,000 subscribers. If you're not subscribed yet, get us to 20,000. Hit the button. Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's just, bro, it's so Maxey season. It's unbelievable. It's so Maxey season. It's unbelievable. I tried to tell you what it is. RunItBackPhillyShop.com. I tried to tell you what it is, man. I mean, what more can I do? What more can I do to tell you guys the truth here? What more can I do? Tyrese Maxey drops a 50-piece against the Indiana Pacers. Career high, 50. Had 45 with about a minute and 30 seconds left in the game. Gets a floater and then an ISO step back three to give himself 50. Joel Embiid gives him the game ball, hugs him. I mean, what? By the way, the fraud that quit 0-5. The Clippers just lost to the 1-8 Memphis Grizzlies. Tyrese Maxey in 2023 is so much better than James Harden, it's not even funny. Tyrese Maxey in 2023 is better than James Harden in so many different ways. I couldn't be happier about the trade going down and finally the reins being given to this kid. Tyrese Maxey drops a 50-piece. Joel had what? 37? Look, the Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid two-man game was absolutely unstoppable from the beginning of this game to the end. Sixers playing without Kelly Oubre, who got hit by the passenger side mirror of a moving vehicle. Didn't get much production from our bench. I think we had 11 bench points, maybe 9. Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid absolutely carried this team from start to finish. And as good as Maxey was from the jump, and as locked in as he was, and he just looked like he couldn't miss, you knew Indiana was going to have a tough time because they had to pick their poison. The same play that Nick Nurse said the Sixers ran 7 times in a row last game, they did it again this game. They spammed it. They spam the left side of the court, pick and roll. Maxey in the corner. Embiid sets the down screen. Maxey comes around the screen. There's so many options with the play. You go behind the screen, Maxey shoots the 3. You step up, Maxey goes around you, gets in the lane for a floater. Gets all the way to the rim. You step up on him, he just dishes it to Joel, who's then one-on-one against Miles Turner, who he treated like a child in daycare. He put him on timeout the entire game. Miles Turner can't guard Joel Embiid. I mean, he might have had a tougher time guarding him than Kristaps Porzingis did, or maybe that's just the fact that the Boston Celtics switched off of him and put Holiday on him. This two-man game was just way too much for the Indiana Pacers. You had to pick your poison. In the fourth quarter, there was a sequence where the Indiana Pacers double-teamed and trapped Tyrese Maxey at half court to force him to get rid of the ball. That's the level of respect this kid is now getting in the NBA. At 22 years old, 23, just turned 23 years old. At 23 years old, this kid was lighting them up so bad that they elected to double team him at half court, leaving Joel Embiid one-on-one with Miles Turner again. They had no answer. You do one thing, Something's playing sound here. You get that out of here. You do one thing, they kill you one way. You try the other thing, they kill you the other way. This two-man game was absolutely unstoppable. Look, the Sixers were up by almost 20 in the first half. And then the Pacers made the run. The Pacers were 6-3 before this game. The Pacers have a lot of guys that can score on the team. Halliburton obviously is a super nice point guard. I mean, I remember looking at the stats in the third quarter. There was still time left in the third quarter, and he had 23 and 13 assists. The shot form is horrendous, but it goes in. Halliburton's nice. Buddy Hield had some runs in the game. Miles Turner hit some shots on, he did some things on the offensive end. He couldn't do a damn thing with Embiid on the defensive end. Joel was owning Miles Turner early. We were spamming the Joel Maxey pick and roll from the jump. The effort was out of this world again. Joel dove on the floor for a loose ball in the first quarter of a regular season game. I know the last two games against Phoenix and against Detroit, I didn't like the effort in the first half from the Sixers. Clearly, there was a message from Nick Nurse before this game that we're not going to play like that. We came out in the beginning of this game and clearly showed effort, and we're going to be the ones. We're going to be the ones to set the tone of this game. And we were up by almost 20 in the halfway through the second quarter. It was just Joel and Maxey taking turns dominating. Joel Embiid dominated the first quarter. Joel Embiid had 14 points in the first 7 minutes of the game. Joel Embiid had 14 points in the first 7 minutes of the game. Miles Turner can't guard you. Go to work. Second quarter, Tyrese Maxey had 17 points in the first 7 minutes. And then I predicted it exactly because Joel played most of the third, and I said in the fourth quarter we're going to get that Maxey season first half of the fourth quarter. We're going to get exactly what we got in the second quarter, which is Joel Embiid on the bench the first half of the fourth, and Tyrese Maxey goes to work, and that's exactly what he did. In the second quarter, he had 17 points in the first 7 minutes of the second quarter. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And let's talk about Tyrese Maxey's defense once again. Big time block on Halliburton in the second quarter. 2 hands on a fast break. And then, oh my God, the block on Buddy Hield in the second half on a fast break. A chase down block. I don't know what the hell Tyrese Maxey did this offseason, but somehow, some way, Tyrese Maxey figured out a way to improve in one offseason more than he already improved. I already thought the offseason improvements were out of this world. He found a way to take it to another level. I just can't say enough about him, man. I just can't say enough about him. This kid is here. He is here. It is time. He is not just an all-star. Tyrese Maxey is a flat-out NBA superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrese Maxey is an NBA superstar. Do you know how long it's been since the 76ers had a guard that could drop 50? Do you understand how long it's been since the 76ers had a guard that could drop 50 points in a game? That's right. Allen Iverson. Tyrese Maxey is here. We have the best two-man game in basketball through the first 9 games. I mean, you couldn't get more one-sided than the situation is. You get rid of the loser energy. You get rid of the quitter. You get rid of the delusional sociopath who never blames himself. The system. He takes his loser energy to a new team. They literally can't win a game. Harden was a minus 28 tonight. And the 23-year-old that stepped into his place with the hardworking winner energy is 8-1 on the season and dropped a 50-piece tonight. Once again, thank you, James Harden, for being the delusional idiot that you are. Thank you, Daryl Morey, for getting rid of the guy and somehow swinging what you got in return for him. Thank you, Clippers, Steve Ballmer, for being the flat-out dumbest owner in basketball. Love it. Second half, the Pacers went on an 8-0 run. We started playing a little bit sloppy in the second half. You started getting those in the beginning of the third quarter. You started getting those Joel Embiid like turnovers, just being loose with the ball. DeAnthony Melton hit back-to-back threes in that quarter. That was nice. I said if D-Melt gets his shot back, we'll all be right back to loving him. It's a make or miss league. He's shooting 29% from the field. He just can't make any shots. So everybody, DeAnthony Melton sucks. He's going to start making shots. I still don't know if he's the starting shooting guard moving forward, but I'm happy to see DeAnthony Melton, get his shot back. There was a lineup at the end of the third quarter that was kind of questionable, where the Pacers made a run, and it was Patrick Beverley, Rocco, Furkan, Daniel House, and Embiid. And they got ran on a little bit. I still think, we've seen enough of Furkan Korkmaz. I'm kind of wondering a little bit where the hell KJ Martin is at. I would like to see him get some run. I loved Batum in the starting lineup. I loved Nicholas Batum in the starting lineup. We're playing without Kelly Oubre. A lot of us believe that Kelly Oubre should probably come off the bench anyway because we love the energy off the bench. We love him being that just firecracker off the bench, go get a bucket, go put the ball in the hoop guy. Nick Batum in the starting lineup, loved it, dude. Quick trigger three, had a couple of blocks. The one possession for Nick Batum, we really had a bad offensive possession. The shot clock was running down, and he caught the ball in the corner, didn't even have time to bring it down, and just launched it and hit it. That quick trigger three it's such a perfect compliment to Joel Embiid. We went from George Niang and PJ Tucker, who both take 5 fucking minutes to shoot the ball, to a guy that can actually catch and shoot really quickly to make the defense pay. I love Nick Batum in the game. I like Tobias Harris in the game. Again, he played very physical. He got his where he got it. You know what I mean? He didn't do too much. He didn't try to say like, Maxey's shooting the ball, let me go get mine. He just fit in where he fit in. A lot of times you needed a bucket, and Tobias was just being strong. Had Halliburton in the paint a couple times. He was taking advantage of mismatches. I just love how strong Tobias Harris has been playing this season. Maxey has a huge block on Buddy Hield in the fourth. Then they start doubling Maxey, and Embiid goes back to owning Miles Turner, and Maxey drops a 50-piece, man. Oh, absolutely beautiful. We'll do a lunchtime live show tomorrow. Call the post-game hotline right there. Let it ring a couple times, and leave me your thoughts, and we'll listen to your calls on the lunchtime live show tomorrow. Y'all the best, man.